Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 7-9. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟. That's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out at 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟.com. And with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham. I do invite you to click on the link on the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 Facebook page if you'd like to join me on camera, to shoot the breeze, say hello, or promote yourself and or your business. I just realized how loud my clothes are in the dryer, so I think I better turn off the dryer. That's kind of rude. Wait, let me do this real quick. Wait just a second. I'm trying to find, where is that thing? Let's see. Yeah, okay. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I didn't realize how loud my dryer is. Wow. Okay, so anyway, on with the show. So I'm going to start out with the WORD page. That's the government and nonprofit information page, where there are some really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits, and of course, also the city, county, and state. So you can go up and down the page, see what pertains to you. You might want to volunteer, or you might want to get the help that's being offered. Okay, let's see. There's some city vacancies you might want to know about. There's quite a few of them. So let me move my keyboard. Always forget. So anyway, so you might want to share some of your knowledge or special interest with these committees that need help, because maybe somebody had to step aside because of a family situation. Maybe they had to move out of town. I don't know. Go on vacation. Who knows? So if you're interested in any of these committees or commissions, then go ahead and let them know. First, click on the link and see what's being expected of you in terms of meetings, etc. There might be one of the problems with people joining committees. Maybe they realize after the fact that more is asked of them than they are able to give. So anyway, click on the link, see what is expected of you, and then let them know by end of day that you would like to join either or any one of these committees. So there is the Durham Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Commission, the Durham City County Environmental Affairs Board, the Durham Historic Preservation Commission, or the Durham Sports Commission. So if you're interested in any of those, let them know by end of day tomorrow. The Durham County Libraries are all open until 8 except for Bragtown. Bragtown closes at 6. They reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens tomorrow at 10. Let's check with the docket on the Durham Tech Small Business Center. Let's see what they're up to. There are classes that are being offered across the state. They're all free, and they're for people who want to be entrepreneurs or people who are already entrepreneurs and want to, improve their businesses so they can, make more money, make more of an impression on their market base, so to speak. So let's go to the Durham Tech Community College and Small Business Center. By the way, they're downtown. They're not at Durham Tech. They're actually downtown at 701 West Main Street, the Chesterfield building, second floor. But these classes, like I said, they're offered across the state by various different community colleges. Okay, let me make a little adjustment there. Let's see. There we are. Okay. By the way, I'm live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter all at the same time under Durham Skywriter, just so you know. Okay, let's see. Now today from 2 until 3, there is a free class. And these are live classes where you can actually ask questions. They're not pre-taped. So the name of this class is How to Choose the Right Social Media for Your Small Business. So again, it's going to be from 2 until 3. Here's another one later today from 6 until 8. How to Start a New Business / Side Hustle this fall with the right mindset and vision. that just about says it all. And that again is going to be from 6 until 8. I think I have another one here. Here's another one from 6 until 8. How to start a small business. Very simple. Well, it's not simple. The title is simple. So that again is from 6 until 8. Now tomorrow, just to let you know in advance, there's going to be a class online from 2 until 3. And that one is called Legal Considerations for Business Startups. There you go. Some businesses need like licenses or whatever. You never know. I mean, that's why you take the class and find out if there are any questions. If you even suspect that there are some things you might have to check out. Now, let me just see if there's anything happening with SCORE, because it looks like they're going to have 2 workshops. Their workshops are also virtual and also live. Let's see. Oops, I went past it. So SCORE, that's the Service Corps of Retired Executives. Their office is downtown on West Main Street. So they have mentors, they have workshops. Some are in person, some are virtual. You can meet with your mentors in person or virtually or over the phone or whatever. These are retired executives. They know everything there is to know about running a business. And if you luck out, you can get one who was in your line of business, which would be really helpful. Okay, there's going to be a class today at 12:30. So in almost 20 minutes, there's going to be a free class. So I don't mind at all if you drop off of Bull City Hangout to register for this class. And you can always watch Bull City Hangout on the replay. It's always available on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Okay, so this class at 12:30 is Simple Steps for Starting Your Business. And they're going to have another one at 1 o'clock from 1 until 2. How to Scale Your Business. 5 Steps to Business Growth. Now, I remember when I was in Chicago, my hometown, starting a newspaper, a printed newspaper. It was called the Woodlawn Scoop. So I scaled it, I guess you could call it. So by the end of its run, it was not the Woodlawn Scoop, which only served my little community, Woodlawn, which is on the south side of Chicago, but it eventually became the South Side Scoop and covered, I think I was covering 13, Chicago's huge. 13 communities on the south side. So yeah, you might want to learn, maybe you might not be able to afford to start out as big as you want to make it. Maybe you can start out small like I did, and then slowly move out, get bigger, and expand your services or your retail, whatever you're doing. So you might want to take this class. It sounds like it's going to be really interesting. Okay, let's go to the school tools page. There's something I need to tell you about. If you're the parent or guardian or grandparent of a Black girl, ages 11 through 13, check this out. There's going to be a 3-day class that will change a young girl's life. So, Black Girls Code, they're hosting a 3-day Black Girls Code Raleigh-Durham Boot Camp. This is going to be held in a couple of weeks, Monday, July 22nd, through Wednesday, July 24th. It's going to be an all-day thing from 9 until 4. So girls who are 11, 12, and 13, Black girls who are 11, 12, and 13, are invited to this boot camp where they can learn all about coding, how to write coding. So let me just explain that the knowledge that they will gain could lead to their, whatever they choose to major in college, perhaps. Maybe they'll choose a STEAM course. STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, the arts, mathematics. So in one of those areas, if they're interested, this can be a nice stepping stone, nice introduction to their future, because there's so many jobs out there now that are requiring this kind of knowledge. So if your child can get a good start, a good foothold, who knows how far they can go. So this is going to be a wonderful 3-day coding camp. So by the end of the boot camp, after the 3 days, they will have explored artificial intelligence. That's the hot thing now, AI. They will be able to come up with their own apps or applications. or even their own games. So there's a fee of $30 per camper. And it's not 30 per day, it's 30 for the whole 3 days. Now, if that's too much, that's okay. They have scholarships. So for scholarship information, I have an email address that you can write to for more information. Very important for you to step up and see if you can get your daughter, niece, granddaughter into this program, because it sounds like a wonderful opportunity. Plus, they'll know about Black Girls Code. That's not all they do. They do an awful lot to help girls learn about STEAM. So this is going to be very exciting. And again, it's Monday, July 22nd through Wednesday, July 24th. All right. Let's see. Let's go to the health page, to your health. Got your COVID numbers if you're interested. It's up to you. And let me just click on something real quick. Okay. Now it looks like NAMI has something going on. Let me scroll down to NAMI. NAMI stands for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. So twice a month, they have online meetings. It's called the NAMI Connection Recovery Support Group. So this is for people who are age 18 and up who are living with a mental illness. So you go to this meeting, you talk about your successes, your challenges. It's a directed meeting, so it's not a total free-for-all. And what is discussed in the room stays in the room. It's free, and you can go ahead and click on the link that I provide on the health page so you can get your link for this free Zoom meeting. Definitely check that out. Okay, let's see what else is on the health page. There's a lot on the health page. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom of the page and tell you about HELP, because they're open right now. HELP is the Health Equipment Loan Program, where you get to donate things you no longer need, like walkers, wheelchairs, canes, or you can borrow something that you don't have, like a walker, wheelchair, cane. They have other things as well. Check it out by going to the health page, scroll to the bottom where it says HELP. This is a county program, and they are located at 4206 North Roxborough Street. They're only open 2 days a week, so they're open right now. They're open Tuesdays, 10 to 2, and then Fridays, 1 to 5. So definitely check it out. Now, when you borrow these items, it's for 3 months at a time. So it's a really good program, great for people who are just out of the hospital, injured, sick, elderly, whatever. So check it out. It's a great program. Okay, now let's go to the top of the page. Click on the big blue button, and let's see what's happening on the health events page. Let's see. Okay, the breast and GYN cancer support group meeting will be held this afternoon from 5:30 until 7. It's run by Duke. So you can click on the link to register for that. Here's another meeting, the Younger Onset Support Group, also run by Duke. This is all about early onset Alzheimer's. It can strike people as young as 40. So this is for the patients and their families, both meetings. So this is from 7 until 8:30. And I don't think you have to be a Duke. When I say patient, you don't have to be a Duke patient, but, patient in general. So they're both free, and they're on Zoom. Okay, let's see. Oh, Latrice is here. I'll bring you on right after the weather. Okay, let's go to the Senior Scope page quickly and see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rixby Avenue. Free membership, free parking, free events, free activities. Great place to hang out if you're older. So let's see. Today is Tuesday, so this afternoon, believe it or not, quilt making. How about that? 1 o'clock. The Arthritis Foundation exercise program at 2:15. Muscle pump, 5:15. I think you pronounce this Pinochle is some kind of a card game. I remember there was violence involved. I'm sure they're not going to be violent at the senior center, but I think it's called Pinochle. That's from 5:15 to 7, and line dancing. That's going to be this evening as well, from 6:15 to 7:15. Now, tomorrow morning, Durham County Veteran Services from 1 to 3. Well, it's not morning, but I do want you to know that you should go ahead and call, make an appointment, because Sometimes military veterans don't get the benefits that they've already earned due to maybe sometimes, life gets in the way. Sometimes they're depressed and they just kind of forget to even apply. So find out if someone in your family, military veteran, has benefits that are going unused. We're talking housing, we're talking scholarships. You never know. Okay, tell the elders that you know who speak Spanish they have actividades en español from 10:30 until 1, fun activities in Spanish. And then if you want to learn Spanish, they have Spanish class at 1 o'clock, and I'll remind you about that tomorrow. Now let's go to the special events. Let's see, today is the 9th, so nothing right now, but tomorrow, and actually this might be of interest to Latrice, maybe, but tomorrow there's something called the minor solution where you can go, you don't have to register, and whatever you need to be notarized, you can get it done for free tomorrow between 12:45 and 2. And just to let you know, if you ever need something to be notarized, usually you can just drop by any funeral home. They usually have somebody there who is a notary public. So just for your future knowledge. And I'm wondering, I know Latrice deals with documents. I'm curious what real estate agents do, and we'll find out when she comes on the show. Okay, let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, that's Thursday. Oh, also tomorrow, the chronic disease awareness presentation. Learn all about chronic diseases, how they can be prevented or avoided, how to deal with them. And that's going to be tomorrow. You don't have to register. It's from 10 until 10:30. All righty. Oh, I got to tell you about two things. The Operation Fan Heat Relief. I don't know why they're calling it heat. Oh, relief from the heat. Okay. Duh. They're giving away fans. They're also giving away room air conditioning units, especially for people whose medical conditions necessitate them having an air conditioning unit. But they're also giving away some really cute I shouldn't say cute because they're powerful, box fans. So if you need some heat relief, let them know. Stop by or call. Got the information right there on the Senior Scope page. Totally free, but limited supplies. So don't wait. It's going to be, we're already having a hot summer. You already know. So if you need a fan or an air conditioning unit, let them know right away so you can get one. Another thing I need to let you know about, it's over here. 1 second. So if you're older and of a certain income, if you know what I'm saying, they have the Seniors Farmers Market Nutrition Program. So they have these forms that you can fill out and drop them off by, what is the date? I think it's next, I think you drop them off by Monday. So see if you can stop by the center real quick and get one of these, because this will enable you to hopefully be chosen to get some tokens that can help you to get to double your money at the farmer's market. So it's a lottery this year, so you won't be assured if you fill this out that you'll get the token coins, but your chances will be greatly improved because there's no chance if you don't fill out the form and turn it in by Monday. So do so. Let me put it over here so I don't forget. So I'm going to the Senior Center this afternoon. All righty. Let us now go to the Let's Go page because Latrice is still waiting. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's go to the Let's Go page, calendar of events page. Let's see. New Visions of Africa restaurant, as they do every weekday. They will be giving away free meals today from 3 until 6. Oh, before that, let's not forget this. Grocery giveaway starts at 12:30. Same spot, New Visions. They are at 1306 Fayetteville Street, right next door to W.D. Hill. You can park in the W.D. Hill parking lot. They don't mind at all. If you're on the bus, it's the 5 or the 5K. They almost give away too much food, so if you can, bring a roll-away cart. They start at 12:30. Get there as soon as possible and be ready to let them know how many people are in your family so they can give you enough food. Okay, now this is really, really important with people who have individuals and their families with special needs/disabilities. The Durham Exchange Club Industries, they're hosting a workshop. It's called Benefits for Individuals with Special Needs. I don't see any registration information. I guess you just drop in. This is from 1:30 until 3. So here's what they do. The Durham Exchange Club, they find jobs for people with disabilities. So just learn all about it. You can learn about the job market for people with disabilities, benefits. You can learn how to find services and resources in the community as well. And it's free admission. So the address is 1717 East Lawson Street. If I'm not mistaken, they've got a sizable parking lot, so it should be easy to find parking. And they're right over there by Durham Tech. Okay. Now it's a little hot. Oh, that's why it's okay. This is not going on this week. I'm just going to mention this in case you were planning to take part in RTP Uncorked's Boxyard Run Club. They do this on Tuesdays, but I have a note here, no Boxyard Run Club this week. It's very, very hot. I guess they don't want anybody to fall out, and I don't either. Now, there is going to be a community Zumba class, and that's going to be under the pavilion in Durham Central Park, sponsored by the Glass Jug of the one downtown. So this is going to be in Durham Central Park on Foster Street from 5:45 until 6:30. The instructor will be from the YMCA, and I suggest that you bring bottled water because it's going to be really hot this afternoon. Okay, let's see. You call this yoga. They will be hosting Gentle Flow Yoga with 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟. That's going to be from 6 until 7 at City Network. That's on Broadway Street downtown. So this is going to be a bilingual yoga session in both English and Spanish. And it's free. Don't forget to bring your yoga mat. If you don't have one, then bring a towel so you're not, directly on the floor. The Black and Brown Ballet class is going to be held at the Hayti Heritage Center, and that's on the corner of Fayetteville and Lakewood from 6:30 until 8. And there is a $10 fee. You have to be at least age 12 and a beginner or intermediate dancer. The Tuesday Blues Jam is from 7 until 10 at the Blue Note Grill. And that is going to be a free event where you can join in if you like. You can dance if you like. And you can also order food. So they probably would love for you to do that. Everything else is free. So why not return the favor and order a little meal? Now, tomorrow, Belle Yeager Free Will Baptist Church, they're going to have their food giveaway from 10 until noon. Oh, and Catholic Charities, they're going to have their Durham Community Food Pantry, 2020 Chapel Hill Road, Lakewood Shopping Center, in between the new Lincoln Community Health Center and the Scrap Exchange. And that is from 10 to 1. Services are offered in English and Spanish. And there's one lady there who speaks French. So you can talk to a social worker, get food, just let them know if you need something else. People are always donating clothes and shoes. So if you need something for your kids, let them know. And also they've got pull-up diapers, newborn to toddler, and then big ones for adults. So definitely check that out. That's going to be tomorrow from 10 to 1. Oh, one more thing. The great jazz guitarist Kevin Van Zandt. Haven't heard that name in a minute. He's going to be playing for free at Boxyard RTP. There's an outdoor venue, which is 900 Park Offices Drive right off of Highway 54. So from noon until 2, you can sit outside. You can order lunch if you like. You don't have to, but you probably want to. You're smelling the pizza, Korean food, and barbecue. It's up to you, but it is free. So you can hear some great jazz by Kevin Van Zandt. I got to hear him at least twice. There you go. Now let's look at the weather. Hot. It's 88 degrees right now. It's going up to 93 degrees. It's going to be partly sunny pretty much all afternoon. Tomorrow, pretty much the same. It's going to be 93 degrees tomorrow, but it looks like it's going to be cloudy all day. So at least it'll be less intense and maybe more humid. I think we're going to get rain late. Let me see. Are we going to get rain this week? Chance of rain Thursday, 35%. Chance of rain Friday, 75%. Yeah, I figured it was building up to that. So anyway, let's bring on Latrice because I know she's gonna tell us about something that's gonna happen soon, and she's gonna put the information in the show notes. Let's bring her on. Oh, she already put. Okay, she already put the link. Boom. There you go. Let's bring her on. See what's going on. Latrice, what's new?
Hey, how are you?
Trying to keep cool with my ceiling fan.
That's a good thing to try to do these days.
It's
I always feel like such a superstar when I come on here.
Oh, well, you are. Of course. What does your shirt say?
It says real estate.
Oh, there you go.
Real estate, help inspire care.
Yeah, love that. Okay. Well, since we're showing off t-shirts, mine is Talladega College, Talladega Tornadoes. That's the college I went to. And the college my parents met at that college. It's in rural Alabama.
Oh, Alabama. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I remember that you were from Alabama because I'm from Mississippi.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm from Chicago, but my folks met at Talladega. Actually, my father's family started in Talladega, actually.
Oh, okay.
Way back in the day.
Okay.
Way back in the day. And we're talking about hot weather. When I stayed over one summer when I was a student at Talladega, and every day at like 6 o'clock, we would have a dry thunderstorm, which I never heard of before. It would go up to exactly 106 degrees. We were in a valley, so it would go up to 106 degrees. Then at 6 o'clock, we get a dry thunderstorm, which is thunder and lightning, but no rain.
Wow.
Well, just being in the valley, the lightning and thunder sounded like it was super loud and scary.
Right.
But no rain.
That's crazy. Okay.
Does it do that in Mississippi?
I don't remember that. I left when I was 4, so
okay.
And I don't go back that often, so I don't remember that. But it seems like I recently was somewhere and there was kind of dry lightning. I don't remember the thunderstorm, but it was just kind of really eerie that there was no rain, and I don't think it ever
really
rained.
scary.
I can't remember where I was.
Because when you're in a valley, it reverberates and sounds like bowling balls, and it's real scary, real loud.
Ouch. Okay.
But I know you want to talk about real estate. So what's happening?
Well, you had mentioned something before about documents that you had a question about real estate and documents.
Thank you. Yes, because there's a free service. Was that today or tomorrow? Tomorrow for notary. You can get documents notarized. And I know with real estate, you have to get things notarized. Because I remember when I bought a house, I had to get it notarized, get something notarized.
So at closing, you have to have your documents notarized that are signed, that are sent by the bank. And if you're selling, you have to have your deed and lien waiver and all of that stuff notarized. But because North Carolina is an attorney state, typically the attorney would do that. But just like your regular offer to purchase and contract and things like that, they don't have to be notarized.
Oh, okay. Okay. But I'm still going to say, if people are looking to have documents, some people just don't know where to go. And I was told, I know it's definitely true of birthday for sure, that there's always someone on staff who
at a funeral home.
There. I guess you have
to go to a bank. I don't think I want to just be rolling in a funeral home if I don't have to. I'm gonna go to a bank.
I'll do it. Yeah. But well, usually the parking is better, and there's the shorter lines at funeral homes, I would think, than at the bank.
Guess. I'm going to a bank. I don't want to frequent funeral homes just for the sake of nah. I'll just go if I have to go.
I totally understand. It can be kind of a scary experience if you're not used to. Yeah. It's not like they have, well, anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Not scary, but and I'm not trying to be spooky, but I don't know. Just
uncomfortable.
If I don't have to go to a funeral home, I'm not going. But
I totally get it. But But you got to realize that in my case, I dropped by birthday just to say hi, like because they were friends. I mean, Grover's parents were really good friends. In fact, my aunt was Grover Birthday's godmother.
Oh, okay.
So whenever we
You
were
gotta
in town,
go. You're gonna be there, but
yeah. So I just go by there to say, hey, hey, how you doing? Because they're old family friends. I guess most people don't drop by funeral homes to hang out.
I don't know. People do the darndest thing, so maybe they do. I don't
But
know, but I'm gonna pass.
when I was at Talladega, what would he be? My great uncle was a funeral director, and all the old guys in the neighborhood would hang out behind the funeral home because what they do in Alabama, they have the big magnolia tree. We have big magnolia trees too, but what they do in Talladega, they cut all the branches from 6 feet down, and then they put tables and chairs under it because it's so hot down there.
Okay.
And so they hang out under the magnolia tree.
Okay. Magnolia trees are pretty.
Yeah, and if you, like I said, cutting the branches, and I mean, because the leaves are so big, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice and cool. You have a nice little beverage, and you know, little radio, whatever. You can hang out under there all day.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
I know it's
Yes,
lunch hour. You're
I
busy.
am coming to talk about our real estate event that we have for this Saturday, the Triangle Wealthy
Okay.
Group. We are doing our Building and Maintaining Wealth series, and the topic is going to be long term care and estate planning. So, that is always something that
Mhm.
I am kind of passionate about talking about, just making sure that we have things in place because I see too many times where we are doing the GoFundMe's for services and things like that. And when it's that time, you want to make sure that your family is secure and doesn't have to be worried about, well, how am I going to put my family member to rest when they should be able to grieve, or even with the
Yeah.
long-term care, just
Mhm.
planning for that because
Mhm.
some of us don't have family, some of us don't have family that will take care of us, and some of us, the family may not be able
Yeah.
to, and you just need to be able to plan ahead so that it can be an easier transition for people to kind of know your wishes and have things in place. So we just want to
Mhm.
get that information and education out. So
Mhm.
we had a venue change. We're actually going to be at the main library downtown
Oh, okay.
Durham. We'll be in room 3214. It'll
Okay.
start at 2. So if you can get there a few minutes early, we're going to have some refreshments and food for you to eat before, and then you'll be able to get the good information from our speakers from New York Life and from Legacy Street Law. So,
Okay.
and registration is available at twgpresents.com. And I did drop that in the
Thank you.
comments there. It wouldn't let me upload the flyer, so I'm gonna have to go back and look and see. I didn't see a place to upload a picture, but we do have a flyer. But
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
I think you click on the little. There's a little icon, and then you can
yeah,
upload
I didn't.
the little. You didn't
Yeah,
see it?
that's what I normally see, but I didn't. It only asked me to let me comment with a. It
Hmm.
said comment with a GIF and then I
Huh.
could put the comment with a sticker, insert an emoji, and comment with an avatar. So I'll look again and see. Maybe
Oh,
I'm sure it's probably user error, but I don't
well,
see it there right now. So
okay. Well, maybe afterwards you can try again and maybe refresh the page. It could be they took away that feature. Facebook is always making changes on the run.
it's changed
They don't
exactly.
tell nobody.
Just make changes like they own it or whatnot. What?
They do. We're
Yeah,
just their
they
guests. You don't
free
realize
users
that.
what we want though.
But you know what? People who might want to come to your event, they probably want to learn how to avoid probate and stuff too. Remember I told you how the house that I'm living in, it just slid straight from my aunt to me
Hmm.
and my sister because we had a living will set up. I think some people
That's
call it
your
living
estate
trust.
planning.
Yeah.
That's the estate planning part of it. So
So you don't
there
have to,
is.
because some people run into some big problems.
You do. And if you don't have it done correctly,
Yeah.
like I've seen people that have written wills or like handwritten something, and it may or may not stand the test of time. So you want to really just make sure that you know what you're doing and getting into, and make sure that things stay updated. Because I know even myself, my will is old, so I need to update
Yeah,
it.
I've done update mine too. But you know what? I hope that they warn people. Now I'm from Chicago, so this might not happen here in the sunny South where people are nice, sweet, and well dispositioned. But back home there's a lot of quit claiming going on. Well,
Quick
somebody,
claims.
yeah, they'll tiptoe up to grandma and have her sign the house over to him real quick, and then you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be snaking each other out of, competing for the property and the car and all that kind of stuff. And it is best to talk as a family, hopefully. And if there's adversarial uh, spouses and siblings and whatnot, maybe it's best to just go ahead and get a living will and just protect the loved ones, right? Right.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
And then doing things while you're in your right mind, because we never
Mm,
know what's going to happen. And if you have to try to get something, a power of attorney or whatever, over a parent or even a child or anybody, um, and they're no longer able to do it, it just can be a lot more complicated than it needs to be and expensive. And so you may not be able to do it. And then
right.
knowing who's really married and who's who's they might still be married to somebody else and been in a 20-30 year relationship with somebody else. We gotta get our affairs in order. So
This sounds
you'd
that
be
could be
surprised
really
at the things
entertaining.
that,
Wow.
what'd you
That could
say?
be really entertaining. Wow.
Yes.
Awkward.
Yes. So we
Yeah,
have to.
get everything lined up because you just never know. I've seen family deaths just unleash all kinds of ugliness. Not in my family, but I mean,
Mhm.
I've seen other folks where they fighting each other and stop talking to each other because so forth and so on. Somebody got this and somebody else didn't get that, and just trying to
Mhm.
work together. And then once the person, the loved one, is declared incompetent, if that's the correct term, due to Alzheimer's or whatever, like you said, then somebody has to step forward and get the power of attorney. And then they fight because there's a health power of attorney and a legal power of attorney. And so there's
It's
so
so
many
much.
things.
There's so many things, but they're tough
Everybody go to
conversations.
this go to this event, please. I mean, if this is you, if you have someone in your family who's elderly, sick, or whatever, go ahead and go to this.
And it's not about age. I mean,
Oh,
look at how many young people are dropping dead these days. I mean, or
oh,
having health issues. So it's not about age. Like I've said
oh, thank you.
numerous times,
Okay.
I've had to, as my children became of adult age, I have a power of attorney to be able to, a healthcare power of attorney, because they're over 18. They're not married. And so you just want to know. And then you also want to know their wishes, because I was kind of surprised when they told me, yeah, I don't want to be on life support. So
Oh,
I was like, "Ooh, maybe I'm not the best person because I don't know if I can pull the plug." But you need to have these conversations no matter what the age.
you know what? You're absolutely right. Because my dad got to the point where we both signed a DNR, do not resuscitate.
Resuscitate. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you don't reach that agreement lightly. You don't reach that lightly. That deserves a conversation. But it's good to know what you have to talk about because a lot of people, like me, I didn't know any of this stuff. I learned all
Mm-hmm.
this stuff on the fly. I think most people do. And I think it's smarter to go to your event and learn about all this stuff in advance, and at least take notes so that you might not need it for a couple of decades or even a few decades. But it's good to know what you're going to be having to look at when you down the road.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely. So that's what I wanted to come on and invite everybody, let you know that we'll be at the library downtown rather than our previous location.
oh, what's the
To get
time?
there. I'm sorry.
What's the time? I'm going to write it
It
down.
starts at 2, so if you can get there a few minutes before 2, you can grab something to eat, get your seat,
Okay.
and be ready to take notes and get some good information tomorrow. So,
Excellent. Will they be able to ask like questions? Have a question and answer session?
yep. So we'll have the presenters do their presentation, and then we'll ask that you hold all the questions to the end because we want to make sure that both presenters get to share, and you get to asking questions. You get the information gets so good you don't get to the next session. So
I
we're
understand.
we'll get started at 2
Mm.
and wrap up around 4, and I get questions answered, and I'm sure our speakers will be happy to stick around and answer. If you have some more private questions or scheduled times to meet outside of that. So
Wonderful. This is going to be really good because, again, like I said, you don't realize unless you're prepared, you don't realize how much you have to deal with.
mm,
Just caring for someone or just being a family member,
yep,
you know,
absolutely,
because you never know when you'll be asked to help out with some kind of decision. And,
absolutely,
and you want to
absolutely.
make it with a clear head. And ideally you want to talk about it in advance. I know my sister and I had to have some serious discussions. And I always deferred to her. She's my older sister. We have a kind of relationship. We don't fight or anything. And it's good to kind of know where your siblings stand.
Yes.
Sometimes you find out after things have happened that there's unbridled or held back emotions and jealousies, and uh, some of those things come out that you don't even, you know, mom always liked you best, and so forth. What?
Who
Well,
knows, right?
sometimes you just don't even know. So
Exactly.
it's good to talk about these things while you're still relatively young, and
Yeah,
or I should say, well, just alive, and just talk these things out. I highly
absolutely.
recommend that everybody who can should attend your event for sure.
Please do go to twgpresents.com and register, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Latrice. Or anything else, or did you want to give us any real estate advice, or tell us about the market and things happening in Durham, real quick?
I would say just if you're interested in buying or selling a home or investing in real estate, then do it. Reach out. Don't let the whatever. I have a client that was like, yeah, somebody said that everybody's just sitting and you shouldn't buy right now. And you have to really do what's best for you. And as long as you're prepared and financially able, then go ahead and make your move. And if you're not prepared, start the steps to get prepared. So, our August 10th event is going to be virtual, and that title is going to be for homeowners. And so, we're going to be talking with homeowners on how to use your equity
Mm.
for financial fitness, and then also how to use that equity if you're possibly facing foreclosure. So, some different options for homeowners to make sure that because you can leverage your equity in your home. And if you have gotten behind, you can leverage your equity to not necessarily go into foreclosure. So there's different options for
Really?
that. So for August 10th, I think it's
Hmm.
August 10th, the second Saturday in
Yeah.
August,
Okay. Yes.
that'll be an online event
Okay.
via Zoom. So, and after this one, it'll be available, the registration will be available at twgpresents.com too. Or you can always look under Triangle Wealthy Group on Eventbrite, and we have our events out for that. So,
Okay. I think I am following you on Eventbrite.
yeah. And
This is
then for our realtors, we're going to have a and networking and realtor appreciation and education event on
fun.
Thursday, July 25th,
Mm.
at the University Club. So, want
Oh,
to talk about
great.
realtors and what we're doing and how we are preparing, because I heard somebody say one time that realtors don't retire. We just eventually die because we don't necessarily plan for our retirement. When you're self-employed, it can be, and especially in real estate, a lot of
Mm.
times people see realtors and they think we just go open a door and get a check for tens of thousands of dollars. And that is
Sure.
not the case. So as realtors, we have to plan, and because if you don't sell a house, we don't make any money. So we want to just educate our realtors and with opportunities to be able to um, plan ahead and look at other and financial incentives or opportunities to make sure that we are not struggling and out here at 80 years old, hauling and hoping for somebody to sell their house or buy a house or whatever. So yeah, that'll be Thursday, July 25th.
I had a friend who, he had a house. He didn't know quite what to do with it. And I suggested that he outfitted for someone with disabilities. I don't know if he did or not, but he said that was a good idea in terms of, fixing it up with all the hinges where you can open the doors all the way for the wheelchair and the lowered sink and all that. And I said, that might be kind of cool. I don't know if he did or not. I have no idea. But do real estate agents sometimes do that, where they suggest or specialize in homes for people with disabilities or super high tech? Because Amazon and Google, they're both expanding, and I can imagine their employees probably want super duper high teched out houses with smart this and that.
That's probably somebody's niche to focus on that. So yeah, I'm sure that's somebody's niche. And if not, I'm sure, I'm happy to learn and work with somebody on those different things. And then just having a network of realtors, we kind of learn what somebody else might do, and we can do referrals and stuff like that too.
That might be smart, because I was told that they're moving in slowly. These new Amazon and Google people, they're certain people, I guess certain people at a certain level to set it up. They're moving into the Triangle area already. And I think it's going to be the big bucks people moving in first. So it might be
driving our prices up even more.
Well, they probably don't want to live where I live, so I'm not worried about that.
Have prices gone up where you live?
Well, I mean, but where I live in such a modest neighborhood, I don't think the houses here are going for like 200,000 and 300,000. I don't think. Well, maybe two, maybe.
Yeah,
but certainly not. Certainly not.
So I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, maybe, because what do I know? I've been here 20 years, and
it's kind of hard to find anything under 300,000 in Durham. So I don't know exactly where you live, but I'm sure you probably got
over by Durham Tech.
Yeah, I've seen some houses over by Durham Tech.
Really?
300, 280, 300.
What?
Bacon Street. Yeah.
Okay. Well, go ahead then. Get that coin. But it's probably easy to sell, but hard to purchase, right?
It just depends. I mean, I have a client that I'm working with now, and they were actually kind of surprised that we were able to find some good options so quickly. So then I have some clients that I've working with for years, and we're still getting outbid. So it just really depends on what you're looking for, what your budget is, and where you want to be.
Now, let me ask you this. This is a crazy question. I think I've asked you this before, but we're having a different conversation. So you buy one house, it's a certain price, but buying a duplex might not be that much more, and then you're making money from your tenants. Would that be a smart move nowadays, that things have escalated to the point where things are almost out of hand, to just go a little bit overboard and get the duplex, knowing that you can rent it out?
I absolutely think that's a great idea. If you can find a duplex, that's the problem. Not a whole lot of them, but if you can find a duplex, I think that's a great idea. I've actually been trying to get my son to look into doing that when he goes to Virginia, but because that's a great investment. And then there's so many different loans. So in December, we're going to be having a lender panel talking about different types of financing options, because there's some really good financing options that you can take advantage of too. So
yeah, a friend of mine back home, she got some kind of a federal she entered some kind of a federal program. She had good numbers,
Hmm.
and so she got some kind of a.
So you can do FHA financing for multifamily, but you can also, there's some other conventional programs that might be better for people who might be self-employed or might not have enough income. So there's some different
I
options
did
and
the
programs out
I did the FHA because I was in a low income area, so I got FHA. But my
there.
friend got some kind of a federal thing where she got it was wrapped in together, the mortgage and total rehab.
I mean, that could have been an FHA like 203K loan.
Oh,
You can do
maybe I
FHA
was.
does.
It was great because they were in a changing up and coming neighborhood. So she and her sister totally gutted a duplex and made
Mm-hmm.
it like fancy.
Yeah, that might have been a 203K. I think you can do a 203K on multifamily, but there's definitely options out here. And I encourage anybody that has any questions to call me.
Okay, so Saturday, folks, you know where you're going to be from 2 until 4, the main
Yep.
library. So
Yep.
there you go. Thanks again, Latrice. I love when you stop in. You always have great information and wonderful events, I must say.
Thank you for having me. I love
Sure.
your platform.
Thank you. Hope you
Enjoy
can
the
stay.
rest of your day.
I'm going to try with this ceiling fan. I don't know. Doing
Yes,
my
you definitely got to stay cool. I haven't been. I'm about to run out to a meeting, but
Actually,
yeah.
I am too in about an hour. So anyway, have a beautiful day, Latrice.
You too. Bye, everybody. See
Okay,
y'all on
take care.
Saturday. Bye
Take
bye.
care. Bye bye. So fun. I love when people drop by, especially Latrice. She has great information, great knowledge, and wonderful events. So with that, gotta get ready for my meeting. You go ahead and have a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. Let's see what it is. It's probably 90 by now. Let's see. It's 91 degrees right now. It's going up to, oh, it's not 93. Now it's going up to 94. So it's going to be 94 this afternoon. And it looks like it's going to be partly sunny just about all afternoon. So you know what to do. Grab your towel, wring it out, put it around your neck, stay cool. And I'll see you tomorrow at noon for Bull City Hangout. Be sure to read the Drum Skywriter at drumskywriter.com. Ciao for now.